Oops. What's going on? Okay, technical difficulties, guys. Hold on. Sorry. What's going on here? Okay, weird. I'm not sure what happened there. Na-stuck yung video countdown natin. And it was just kind of sitting there at 15 seconds and it was just frozen. Anyway, it's okay. I think you're all still here. Welcome, everyone. Let's see who's already in the chat. I see 50 people already watching us. Who was the very first one to show up? Joe Eric, present. Thank you, Joe, for showing up. You were the first person. Ramon, Mila, Hannah, Diane, Mark Anthony, Ann, Michael, Isamar, Vince, Kelly, Fiona. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for watching again. Okay, so this is pang ilan na natin to? I guess this is our 5th live stream for CPAG. So ito yung pangatlong Axie mentoring session ni Coach Cody with us. So sobrang dami nating information and so sobrang dami nating tanong na kailangan ma-explain and ma-clarify. Hindi natin siya ma-pack into just 2 episodes. We had to do 3. So this is going to be the 3rd one. Coach Cody is joining us from Axie UK. Obviously, if there's anyone in the chat from Axie UK, welcome. We're very glad to have you here. You've got a really great coach with Coach Cody, and we're very lucky to have him. So without further ado, Coach Cody, welcome back. You know, guys, kanina, I'm gonna tell you a secret. So, when Coach Cody actually got on the stream, naka-on yung camera niya, and I actually saw his face, but for only 5 seconds, and then it turned the camera off. So, unfortunately,
sorry.
we're still not gonna see it. But don't forget the commitment was if we hit 1,000 viewers on the live stream. Yun. So yun, guys, so pag umabot tayo ng 1,000 viewers simultaneously on the stream, then maybe, just maybe, our dreams will come true. We'll see.
What's dreams talaga?
Our dreams. Okay. Hey, Coach, before we get back to yung parang part 3 natin, let's talk about what happened in the last week. Parang ang dami nangyari sa Axie since our last episode.
Out, no?
Yeah. So a couple of things now, and we were talking about it before the show started. So so the big one was so Katana is now out. What were your thoughts on that, Coach? Nung nakita mo yung news?
Well, actually, to be first big shout out to Axie Scholars UK, Steve Woody, Fitzy, and everyone else, scholars, mods. Well, when it came out, I was really expecting that yung prices was gonna go up, and I had already sold some of SLP because I'm a manager as well, and some of my scholars want to cash out din agad. So too bad for them. Tas ako nag-sell din ng konti kasi whenever I make profit dun sa scholarship, I try to buy more teams to get more scholarships in. Pero nakapag-save naman ako ng konti. And I was actually waiting for what I think would be the highest price I could sell it for. Tapos I was asking yun nga si Fitzy and Steve. And at morning, they said that I should still wait. And then there was like a time around maybe I think that's 5 o'clock here or 6 p.m. here that he said that he already sold all of his SLPs for Axie Scholars UK, and that's my actual sell signal that if Steve is selling, I think it's a good time to sell now. So yun nga, it's where we sold almost at the top before it went back to around 4 pesos. So yeah, cool. Yun. Problem with Katana is it's a swapping mechanism. Well, it's good definitely for managers as well as scholars because they have the capability to like swap their SLPs for another cryptocurrency, or let's say AXS or WETH if they want to buy Axies. But if they just want to invest some more, maybe swap it to AXS and then stake it, or swap some for WETH and then stake it in the SLP WETH pool, like what you have shared before in your newsletter, which is a really good way to um what get like commission on the people that would be swapping, kasi nga we are expecting
Yeah.
that a lot of people would take advantage of that capability on the first
Yeah.
couple of days, diba? Yeah.
Yeah.
Ayun.
Oo nga. So, sige, let's review what we know so far about Katana, no? Because like as far as I can tell, no, yung SkyMavis team, like they're really really excited about this Katana um launch. Actually,
Mhm.
parang it seemed like they were more excited about Katana than they were about the staking pool for AXS.
Oh yeah.
And I don't think I completely understood that until nakita ko yung trade volume
Mhm.
on Katana on the first day, and it was
Mhm.
almost all SLP to ETH. No,
Yeah. Mhm.
so what can we guess from that? It looks like marami tayong mga players na hinahawakan kasi hino-hold kasi yung SLP nila eh.
Yep.
Naghihintay ng
Mhm.
magandang exchange rate, 'di ba?
Yep.
So
Mm.
parang ito na yung way para ilabas nila yung funds nila from Ronin
Yeah.
by going from SLP to WETH, and then I guess
Yep.
from WETH to other
Mhm.
steps. Yung masakit lang na part dun kasi like as soon as you go from WETH into normal Ethereum, like yung
Ayun na,
gas fees
masakit yung
in
fees. Yeah.
Ethereum was
Yeah.
crazy nung last couple of days eh. Like
Yeah.
meron mga times na yung well, because I've been minting NFT art
Mhm.
recently again, and like yung minting fee ko was $200. Parang
Ouch,
pucha,
grabe.
like owie. That's like
Uh-huh.
almost that's a team na, 'di ba? Yung
Oo.
hindi naman a team, but like
Oh, an
that's
Axie at
already an
least.
Axie. That's an
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Axie. So
Yeah.
medyo masakit ng konti.
Mhm.
And the thing about there's so many new launches in Ethereum recently
Mhm.
na lahat yan nagko-compete for gas. And that's why
Yeah.
the gas fees are so phenomenally high for the first time. For
Yeah, it's pumping
again
right now.
after
That's why fees
yeah,
are
yeah,
expensive because the price of Ethereum itself is
yeah.
all-time high again right now. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
oo nga. We're almost $4,800. We're coming up to the big 5K.
5K, yeah.
We've never hit that number before.
Mhm.
Bitcoin itself is close to challenging $70,000, which is kind of crazy actually.
Mhm.
So ayun, 'di ba? Like all of these things are happening
November
all at
bull
the same
run.
time.
Yep.
Yeah, 'di ba? Wala na eh, malapit na mag-Christmas holidays eh. So kailangan na ng pera eh, pamasko. So ito na 'yun. So anyway, okay. So that's what's happened, guys, in the last week or so since we last had a show. Um, I know that you guys have a lot of questions. I know that generally speaking, pag merong good news coming from SkyMavis, yung tendency niyan is tumataas kasi yung prices ng both AXS and SLP. And we saw that briefly kasi nung Friday night na yung SLP was, as Coach Cody was saying, over 6 pesos. And then AXS, nag-all-time high din yung AXS.
Yeah.
Momentarily, it was like $160 plus plus.
Mhm.
Um, pero hindi parang there
Hindi
was
siya
no
sustainable.
yeah, it's not sustainable generally speaking because the game mechanics itself hasn't changed eh.
Yeah. No
Ang
burning
nangyari
mechanics
lang
added.
yeah, dumami lang yung tools, so mas
Mhm.
marami na kayong options. So if you are an Axie scholar and you are looking for other ways to spend your money or maybe invest your money, now you have a couple of different options. Pwede, yung SLP mo, pwede mo siyang ipunin, pwede kang bumili ng AXS, and then pwede mong i-stake yung AXS mo. That is
Mhm.
the easiest. I know a lot of our players do that already. But now there's a second option that you can become a liquidity provider in Katana,
Yeah.
slightly more complicated. Have you tried that, Coach? Have you
No,
tried?
the LP not yet.
Okay,
Not yet the
yeah.
LP,
So
but I'm aware
slightly
of what it
more
does. Mm.
yeah, it's slightly more complicated. And then you need two cryptocurrencies
Have
kasi.
to. Yeah.
So yeah,
Mhm.
you have to have SLP and then ETH or AXS and then ETH. But in both cases, it could be very profitable.
Yeah.
At least from my from what I'm seeing
Experience,
so
no?
far, yeah, it could be very profitable. So definitely worth looking into.
Mhm.
Pero yun nga, kung medyo tinatamad pa kayo to kind of really learn it, I would suggest na i-stake mo na lang yung AXS mo. Yun yung
Mm-hmm.
pinakamadali. And you
Yep.
only need one. You only need one crypto. You don't have to think about any other
Yep.
crypto. So slightly easier.
What do you
Okay,
think about the new crypto pala, Luis? Yung
Ron.
Ron. Yeah, the
Yeah.
reward for LP.
Yeah, yeah. So, okay. I'm actually I've got like an entire essay
Oh,
about this.
okay.
Na hindi ko pa
Okay.
nasusulat eh. I haven't written it yet. But
Mm.
it's in my head na.
Like top
Um,
level lang.
it's very very possible that this could be the single most profitable thing that Axie players will ever
Oh,
see.
wow. Okay.
So parang if there's a way for you to acquire Ron now,
Mm-hmm.
either by becoming an LP, well, actually yun lang eh. That's the
Yun
only
pa
way to
lang
do it right
currently.
now.
Yep.
There's no
Mm-hmm.
other way eh.
Yep.
So ako pinagtsatsagaan ko kahit na ano eh, kahit na hindi ko pa alam kung
Mm-hmm.
magkano yung actual trading value ng Ron. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna trust that SkyMavis is going to make that like parang kailangan nilang they have to make the incentives very good
Yep. Mm-hmm.
because if the incentives are not good, no one is going to be an LP because they could just be an AXS staker.
Yep.
It's easier
Mm-hmm.
to be an AXS staker so they
Yep.
need to do something with Katana to make it so parang profitable that it is an
Mm-hmm.
actual competitor to the staking
To
pool
egg.
because
Yeah.
otherwise why even have it,
Everybody's
diba? So
yeah. Mm-mm. In
mm-mm.
staking lang. Yep. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Good
Right.
point.
So
So.
so that's kind of what I'm thinking of. And ano eh, Ronin is no longer just a single thing. It has multiple tokens in it, diba? So
Yeah.
you've got
Exchange na siya.
yeah, exchange na siya eh. It's a
Yeah.
full-on exchange. So
Uh,
pwede mo na siyang i-compare dun sa Polygon network
mm-hmm.
or kind of some of these other layer 2 platforms na are their value is a couple of dollars right now per token. So yung Ron mo could be worth a couple of dollars eventually,
Mm-hmm.
at the very least. So it could be the most profitable thing that could ever happen to Axie Infinity player. So I'm like me and the
Bullish.
YGG folks, we're very bullish on it.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely very very bullish on it. So kahit na medyo speculative ngayon
Mm-hmm.
because we don't know what the price is yet, we're putting our funds into it.
Nice.
I'm not
Okay.
gonna I'm not gonna tell you how much money YGG has put
It's
into it,
fine.
but let's just say it's a lot.
It's
It's
a
a lot.
significant
So
amount.
yeah, it's a significant amount na medyo natakot ako nung konti. Nung nakita ko kung magkano yung nilagay na. I was like, whoa,
Uh,
do you guys want to think about this? Or I was like, um, but yeah, we're big believers
mhm.
in
Yeah,
SkyMavis.
that's
And
why you're the
generally
number
speaking,
one guild right now, di ba? Kasi you were able to take those risks when no one else wanted those risks, di ba? Yeah.
well, so far kasi Sky Mavis has shown us and the community that they really know how to take care of the community.
Yeah.
So and they really listen also, 'di ba? So yun yung mga those are the signals that we really really value. It's not so
Mm-hmm.
much that you are perfect designers or developers. No one is perfect, right?
Mm-hmm.
But as long as you are listening and you're adjusting based on the feedback of the community, then I
Yep.
think yun yung recipe. That's the recipe for success.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I guess that's kind of the broad conversation. We should get into Coach Cody's part 3. But maybe what did you want to do, Coach? Did you want to how did you want to start? Did you want to do questions first or did
Maybe
you want
let's
to do
finish
yung
the questions first. Kasi we have
Sige.
past questions but I haven't answered and I prepared answered naman. So let's just run through them
Sige.
quickly. Can I start?
Sige.
Okay.
Yeah. Which one did you want to start with? Yung
All
number
right. So
13
number
mo?
13, yeah. So
Okay.
question was how
Sige.
to counter Aqua with double anemone in 1v1 using a Thermi. So for that, we're let's say you're both 1v1, let's say you both have let's say 6 cards and you're both at full health. What you would need to win as a Thermi is to be able to cast 2 Mystic Laggings. That's the speed debuffs. You need 2 specifically so you can outspeed the Anemone Aqua next turn. So what you want is to do the max damage you could. Of course, you'll be using just 2 energy since 2 laggings is 0 cost. And then let's say I do not suggest you use any snail shell at this point since you don't want to draw them again. Since that's another part where you if you use it, there's a chance that you'll be able to draw it again on a 1v1. Since if you have 6 cards, then you'll, let's say you use 4, you get another 3. So you get one chance, or yeah, one more chance to draw again a snail, and you don't want that happening. So you want to use 2 laggings and 2 attack skills, whatever you prefer. It could be double thorny, or one thorny and a chomp. So after you outspeed the aqua next turn, then you go full damage. So 1v1 versus an anemone aqua, if let's say you both have enough energy and enough cards, you go two laggings and some damage, the next turn full damage. Let's say you have just 2 energy, then you can't go all in on that turn. You have to use 1 snail shell only, so that the next turn you get to use 3. Then you that's when you use 2 double laggings, and then yeah, the same thing. So
Hmm.
basically, to win against a double anemone, as a Thermi, you need at least 3 energy and 2 laggings to win.
Nice. Okay. That sounded almost like a recipe. Sa
Yeah.
sobrang
Yeah.
specific nung ano.
Yeah.
Before we go on to the next question, I just wanted to quickly make sure that everyone saw this. No, so Ronin Wallet finally came out as
Mm.
a mobile app a few hours ago lang. No, so
Yep.
like or this afternoon. Why is this a big deal? Well, because 98% of the Axie scholars in the Philippines, based on our surveys, are only using mobile phones.
Mm-hmm.
So, wala silang laptop or desktop
Mm-hmm.
computer sa bahay. So, sa phone lang sila naglalaro. The Ronin wallet being available for mobile is such a big deal because now you can actually keep your wallet balance on your phone.
Mm-hmm.
uh, most of our most of the scholars that we know of kasi na ano pinagtsatsagaan yung Kiwi
Kiwi.
browser.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
that's not the most
may
secure
security issue. Yeah.
solution.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So I really don't encourage it. But
Mm-hmm.
we didn't have a choice. We didn't have a
Yeah.
choice before. So now we do. Now we can
Mm-hmm.
just use the official Ronin wallet.
Uninstall your
That's so much
Kiwis,
better.
guys.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Time
I
to
really
uninstall
try
it.
not to use that. Oh, I mean, there's nothing wrong with Kiwi browser itself. It's just that parang pera na kasi yung nilalagay. Iba yung security level kasi pag pera na yung
We're talking
pinag-uusapan
about
natin. Eh.
money, yeah, and not
Yeah,
just small
yeah,
amount
yeah.
of money, diba? Yeah.
Yeah. So
Mm-mm.
it's just better to just go with the official Ronin wallet.
More
The
secure one.
other
Yep.
the other parang community solution that I was seeing a lot about, parang meron silang isang lahat ng tao nakikigamit ng isang desktop.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
and ano lahat ng mga Ronin address nila nandun sa isang desktop na yon. So that
Mm-hmm.
is another security
Security
problem.
risk.
Just,
Yep.
it's
Mm-hmm.
like because
Yeah.
as soon as mapasok yung computer na yon, lahat ng
Mm-hmm.
balances niyo are right there.
Yeah.
It's very easy to get it. So, anyway, just wanted to make sure that everyone knows you can do this now. You don't need you don't need to get creative. You can just download the Ronin wallet. You have to go to wallet.roninchain.com, right? Is that the correct holy crap. Maybe I should
I'm
have
not.
double checked what the URL was. Yeah. I think it's like wallet.roninchain. Yes, I'm correct. It is wallet.roninchain.com. That is the correct URL. Don't get it from anywhere else. Try to
Mm-hmm.
get it from there because that is the most yeah, well, I mean, dun yung sigurado. So
Official.
get
Yep.
it from there. Yep. Okay. All right. So sige, let's move on now.
All right.
Your question
14.
14. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
During the
Yeah.
last
There.
live call, you mentioned about how the ID matters in terms of determining which axis should attack first when both of the axis stats are equal. Why does the ID matter? That's a really good
Okay.
question. I actually don't know
Yeah.
the answer to this one.
Well, so if everything else is equal, stats, HP, yeah, those stuff, then what we'll check to break the tie is the ID number, because basically there's no two axes that will have the same ID number. You can have the exact same everything, but never the axis ID number. And how the rule is, if you are a younger axis or a lower numbered axis, you get first turn priority. So yeah, that's basically the ultimate way to break the tie if everything else is equal.
Older, no? So pag mas
No,
mababa
younger.
yung number.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. The older the axis, which is mas mababa yung number, yeah, then you'll have the first turn advantage compared to the
Right.
same stat everything with the higher number, ID number.
Right. Okay. So parang all other factors being equal, kung kaya mong bumili ng Axie na mas mababa yung ID number, generally mas sulit yon for those
Yes, for those key types.
situations.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay, cool. Got
Hmm.
it. Okay.
All right.
Sige.
Next is 15.
Question 15. I got it here. Can ABP lineup reach a high
High end.
MMR? Any recommended tips?
Yep.
ABP.
Yes. So ABP, yes, it could still reach high MMR. I think there's one famous streamer even that's used to use ABP, which is Manji. Um, yeah. So we just have to make sure that your axes are well synergized. And normally, how it's played out is a very beefy tank, and then the beast. You want your beast to not be combo dependent, so instead of Ronin, because Ronin and Imp really has to exist together, and has to have another third card to get the value from the cards. So instead of going for that, I suggest you maybe go with Risky Beast, which is Revenge Arrow, or and a Dual Blade, which if you are really lucky and you hit a crit, you could deal or do even one hits against plants. That deals around 470 damage. So any two cards with the crit with dual blade would kill a plant. So yeah, those are the good cards. Before it was mass produced, yung Ronin and Imp, and it's really cheap. But yeah, very combo dependent. I would not suggest that as much as I would suggest yung sa Risky Beast and ano. Then for an Aqua naman, um you could go with the Nemo if your tank doesn't have much energy gain, like maybe not a leaf bug and a serious. But if you have leaf bug and serious or vegetable bite on your plant, then you could go damage for your um back aqua. Normally you would want a zero cost. This is because again, there's a lot of thermies, and you want to be able to cast something if you are stunned, and still be able to push your damage through a stun by using a zero cost first and then your main damage skill after. So yan yung
Okay.
normal requisites or requirement to have to be able to reach high MMR with an ABP lineup. Yan.
Okay. Do you see ABP above like 2K?
Yeah. Yeah, there
Okay.
are a lot of ABPs naman above 2K.
Okay.
Not
Okay.
around like 2.8, but around
Hmm.
2,000 to 2.5. There's still some. Yep. Hmm.
Hmm. Okay, okay. Sige. Okay, so question number 16. How to determine the probability of who will be attacked next when the target axes are equidistant to each other. Oh, that's a good word. Like I don't usually see comments with the word equidistant.
Yeah, yeah.
Basically, he's just saying pagpareho yung layo ng
Yeah,
dalawang
yeah.
axes.
Uh-huh.
Yun lang, that's all.
Yeah.
How do you That's a coin flip, 'di ba?
Yeah, coin flip. It's a coin flip. If it's equidistant, it's a coin flip.
Mm-mm.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So So the video that by the way, sorry, I wish we had written down the names of the people who had asked these questions because actually I wanted to address them personally, sana, but we don't know kasi kung sino yung originally na nagtanong nito.
Hmm.
So if you saw a video where the axes keep on attacking the lower axis and both of them are the same distance, that's randomness, right?
Yeah.
That's not
Hmm.
hindi ano yun eh. That there's no special thing that's going on
Yep.
there.
And
So
even Mavis confirmed it that it's random. It's
yeah,
50%
okay.
chance
So
probably.
every time an axis decides which one to attack, they're actually doing a coin flip each time, no?
Hmm.
Yeah. Oh. So I see
I
one
got
of our
lost.
guild managers in the chat. Yes, that's true. I also got lost at Equidistant, and that's why we had to explain what it was. So okay. Question number 17. Let's see.
The rotation,
Oops.
something.
Yeah. Please explain the rotation of the. Oh, sorry. Dalawang questions yung nalagay ko. Sorry, just question number 17 was
Okay.
just please explain the rotation of the cards in the deck.
Okay. Well, I explained this I think on our first session, but just a
Mm-mm.
quick recap. To for the rotation of the cards, all cards that you are currently holding, meaning you have already drawn, will not be included on the card pile anymore until it refreshes. So when do you know it will refresh? If you are if you still have three Axies alive, it's 24. That's 8 per Axie. And then yeah, multiply by 3, that's 24. Then if another Axie dies, then your deck size would decrease to just 16. And then let's say you are holding, maybe, because again max size is 12, then if you are holding 12 and then you have 4 left in the deck, then the next 3 cards that you'll be drawing would be basically the cards that you are not holding right now. So yun, did
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
explain that correctly?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
So and all.
I just wanted
Yeah.
to sorry. I just want to go back lang dun sa uh previous question just to make sure na hindi it's clear to everyone what we're talking about, no? Because like Shanks was saying that it's not actually random. It depends on where you positioned your axes. So I just wanted to make sure that we all understand what we're talking about. Yung
Mhm.
the situation that we're talking about is pag nasa gitna yung axis mo tapos dalawa yung targets niya na pareho yung distance sa kanya, right? That's the
Same
only
column.
situation where
Yep.
same tama ba? Same column,
Mhm.
yeah. In that situation, hindi mo masasabi kung alin yung ita-target ng axi mo because it's going to be coin flip
Yep.
each
Kasi
time. Is that
equidistant nga raw siya.
kasi
Open
dude,
air
it's a
quotes.
freaking word kasi like wala bang basta pareho yung layo niya. Yeah, that's what
uh,
we meant. Yeah. Right. So, new word for today. Just in
mhm.
case you say that you never learned anything from the Crypto Pop Art Guild, ito na yun. Now we know what equidistant
Equidistant.
is.
Yeah, may vocabulary
Okay.
pa tayo. Nice.
Okay. Question number 18. Sorry, I lost it. Question number 18. Here you go.
Right.
Uh, New alien axes are dominating the battlefield because of how well they're bred. How can the okay? I actually don't know what I don't know what these alien axes
Yeah.
are.
Ayan. So, my answer is the same as you. Medyo confused ako. So, basahin ko lang. Basing from your term, I think the game basically really designed it that way na meaning for people to be incentivized on upgrading their teams and then think of new ways to counter old meta teams. The reason they came up with the new meta teams is because it works against yung current. So ang gusto talaga ng Mavis is for people to, syempre ayaw naman ni SkyMavis na once you buy an Axie na yun forever, you wanna like adjust to the meta and be able to compete with newer teams that people are using. It could be because of an update or because of wala na discover lang nila and just so happen na may na breed na ganito tas na mass breed na. So I'm not sure kung yun yung alien, pero there's also another like alien looking axis na sumisikat ngayon, which is yung antenna. Antenna and
Ah,
cute bunnies. So I'm not sure kung
mhm.
yun yung ibig sabihin niya ng alien axis.
Those look kind of like
Well,
aliens.
yeah.
I don't know.
Nemix, kung nanood kayo ng Dragon Ball, definitely naman siguro naka-Dragon Balls lahat dito. So, yung mga Nemix, di ba, may
Mhm.
antenna sila. So, maybe that's what he means by aliens. I'm not sure. Pero kaya siya works so well right now is because per antenna, you could steal energy. So, even at turn 1, you could basically steal all your opponent's energy if you are able to draw antennas or 3 antennas on your axis. Tapos, meron pa silang cute bunny which is another very powerful disable card because it's basically a 1-for-2 card, meaning if you are able to fear your opponent and then he uses 2 cards without using other cards to sa faster axie before the actually feared axie, then ano na, parang disabled na yun or parang siya na-stun twice basically dun sa fear na yun ng cute bunny. So yeah, it works so well right now in
Okay.
the current meta kasi wala, malakas siya. Tapos meron pa siyang
Anong
ivory. So
MMR range mo nakikita yon?
3K. Actually sa top
Oh
10,
wow. Okay.
maraming ganun. So the lineup is normally it's
Okay.
Antenna, Cute Bunny, and then Ivory Chop, and that's if your armor breaks, you draw a card,
Whew.
and then sometimes meron pa silang Carrot for the front one, and then Nemos at the back para sila lang yung may energy, tas ikaw ninanakawan ka lang na lagi with Antenna. If you pass, they get your energy. If you attack, they fear you. So parang sobrang daya nung
Yeah,
lineup na
yeah,
yun
yeah.
kasi it leaves you with almost
Yeah.
no choice.
Yeah,
Luck
yeah,
na
yeah.
lang din. Yeah.
Were you referring to Piccolo?
Yeah, yeah,
When you were
Piccolo,
talking about
Nemec,
Dragon Ball?
yeah.
Okay, Piccolo. Okay, right, got it.
The
Okay,
Nemec.
yeah, I wasn't sure kasi what you were talking about there. Okay, question number 18. Sorry, I'm just renumbering it na lang kasi may mga bagong pumasok na questions just earlier this evening. So
So we're at
we were at
19
17.
na actually.
Oh, sorry, 19. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, I can't even number properly. So 19. Sorry, 19. Um, it is paano ma-predict yung critical strike. Sorry, I'm not gonna retype the number na. Pero yeah, this is supposed to be
Mm-hmm.
question number 19.
Mm-hmm.
Paano ma-predict yung critical strike?
Okay.
And there's a lot of factors here, di ba? Kasi may mga
Mm-hmm.
debuffs din that affect it
Yep.
and morale and stuff like that.
So, para ma-predict yan, so ano lang yan, parang Murphy's Law, kapag ayaw mo mag-crit yung kalaban, dun siya mag-crit. Yung kumbaga, yung only chance
Which
ng
one?
kalaban manalo, dun siya mag-crit. So, yun yun, mag-crit siya dun.
Wow,
Joke
okay.
lang. No,
Okay.
well, actually, there's really no like formula released yet by or confirmed by Mavis yet on how to determine yung critical rate. Like, let's say having 50 morale is 20% crit. No, there's really no formula right now. And ang sinabi lang nila is the higher your morale is, supposedly, the higher your chance to hit a crit is. So, yeah, there's a lot of factors to include, which is buffs and debuffs. There are buffs that increase your morale by 20%, and there's debuffs that decrease it by the same value, 20%. There are also special cards like what I've mentioned before, which is, for example, Ronin, that if you combo it with two cards, then it would be a sure critical hit. And then also there's Axie Kiss, which is if the Axie using this skill is below 30% HP, it will inflict a lethal debuff. And then the next damage that hits that Axie is a sure critical as well. What else? There's also a branch charge which will increase your, yeah, sana nga no, actually they were good comment by Shanks there na they were actually thinking about putting up a rage bar, and I think kapag na-implement yan, very powerful bigla yung mga morale decreasing, or not morale decreasing, but yung mga jinx na card,
Mm-hmm.
which ensures that you won't hit any critical. So baka
Yeah.
baka maging ano yan, high prio card yan by then. Kasi right
Yeah.
now, it's not
Yeah.
so much eh. And even
Yeah.
the shelter cards like yung sa Aqua na guaranteed na walang magki-critical sa'yo if you use this card. So yeah,
Yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
things to consider.
Is there any specific way to avoid crits when you're playing plant? When you're
Only
playing a
up
plant now?
Well, like all plant cards, walang pang-avoid si plant eh. Ng ano. The
Mm,
ones you could use to avoid, one is a debuff, yung sa ano nga, Jinx nga, that's yung sa
mm,
bubble, sa aqua, and then yung isa is yung, I forgot the name, sa bird yun eh. But yeah, it's
mm,
a Jinx as well. And
mm,
then sa aqua ulit, meron yung shelter, which is a defensive card, zero damage, and then it prevents all crits. And then what else pa ba? I think that's it.
mm.
Yeah, the Jinx and
Yeah,
the Shelter.
yeah. Ultimately, I think ano nga yun, the problem is that criticals are not meant to be calculated because
Mhm.
may random factor talaga siya eh. I mean, that's part of the game, 'di ba?
I think
Na
G-Host
oo.
commented something about if
Mm,
the always better team and better player wins, then Axie would be boring. Parang sinabi niya something like
mm.
that. Something along that,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
verbatim. But
Yeah,
yeah, he
yeah. No,
actually
no, no.
makes a point, di ba?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Kasi, or else lahat
Yeah,
isa na lang yung panalo or top 1 lang.
yeah. Ano yun eh. So this is the difference between Axie Infinity and chess. Parang
Mhm.
in chess, generally speaking, kasi the better player always wins eh.
Yep.
In Axie Infinity or in many games, I mean
Mhm.
Hearthstone, Magic the Gathering, it's all like that.
Yep. Yep.
Yung element of randomness is what makes the game exciting kasi
Yep.
sometimes nakaka-comeback yung
Yeah.
yung player na underdog
Because
because
of a luck
of a little
crit.
bit of randomness. I mean,
Yeah.
it makes the game exciting. I mean, obviously it's very annoying pag ikaw yung na
Mm-hmm.
critical, 'di ba? Pero ganun eh. That's
Yeah.
that's the game. So,
So you can't
uh
really blame crit. Just to add lang, sorry, Luis. You can't really
mhm,
blame crits if you are, let's say, staying on a low MMR because again, that's random. I'm pretty sure that you're hitting those criticals then. So
yeah.
if you really up your game and learn the mechanics, gameplays, and other skills that you could
Mhm,
imply or apply here in Axie, you're still generally gonna be able to increase your MMR.
yeah.
Hindi kanya
Yeah.
yung randomness na yun, it's very minimal na lang yung effect. Yeah.
Right. And if you play more games, na-average out kasi yung
Yeah,
randomness na yun eh.
definitely.
So
Mm-mm.
eventually, ang nangyayari is the miracle of critical strikes gets applied to everyone equally.
Yep.
Just
Supposedly.
over in nga supposedly,
Uh,
right? Over
law of
enough
ano,
games.
law of large numbers, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Mm.
But you can't comment. So everyone has had a bad day, right?
Mhm.
Playing Axie Infinity, na parang for some reason walang naglaland dun sa criticals mo, pero you keep getting burned out
Crit by
by other
opponents, yeah.
people's criticals, diba? Everyone has a bad day sometimes.
Mhm.
That just happens.
Yep.
But don't let that be the thing that discourages you from playing, because
Yep.
hindi that's got nothing to do with you as a player, eh. That's just the
Exactly.
game itself.
Mm.
So
Stay
ayun. Anyway,
positive,
so
guys. Bounce back lang.
yeah.
Yeah.
Stay positive, stake AXS. That's my my two bits of advice.
And go liquidity pool then. Ron, come on, let's go,
try
Ron.
to earn try to earn some run. Okay, question number 20. Basic tips for RBP. I never got to play this combo. Like, I've actually got the components for it, but I've never played
Mm.
it. I
Okay.
actually am very interested to know nga kung what's your recommended for this.
Okay. Well, for RBP, normally it's the Thermi dun sa likod. Or pwede rin yung Beefinator or Buffinator, which is
Mhm,
instead of snail shell, they'll use croc, and instead of lagging, they'll use cuckoo, which is a buff.
mhm,
Yeah, so basically yung backliner mo is a heavy hitter with a lot of armor, so either Beefinator nga or Thermi, and then yung mid mo, it could be a beast with high damage and a backdoor, or just a beast with high damage and some energy gain. So why?
mhm,
Because yung energy gain is Nemo, and it would speed up your beast. Normally, you would want your beast to be over 40. It could be 47, at least maybe 47, para at least mauna ka most generally sa mga Thermies, even the Dusk Thermi ones. Kasi gusto mo mauna doon without them being able to, syempre, slow you. Pa na-slow ka nila, di syempre mauna sila.
yeah.
Pero you want to have that first turn advantage while they haven't slowed you yet. And then yung backdoor naman is kasi nga normally, like for example, for reptile plants or with any reptile lineup, kapag nakaka-backdoor yung beast mo and naiiwan yung plant nila, normally yung ganun lineup kasi walang damage talaga yung plant, and talagang ano lang, kumbaga taga-sustain and wait lang makadraw ng cards and gain ng energy for the backlines. So ang tip ko dito sa RBP is of course, make sure na good synergy pa nga rin. Again, I cannot still recommend yung Ronin Imp dito kasi nga it's very combo dependent. So for the back door, you could go with either Gerbil, which is a tail for a beast, or wing shot. Mas gusto ko yung wing shot kasi bird part siya, so it would contribute to your speed. And then sa horn naman siya, then you could still carry a risky beast and a ano ba yun sa mouth na, okay, maybe a kiss. Even a kiss would do yung pang critical nga, yung lethal na debuff, which is good also. Yun,
Hmm.
yung mga recommendation.
RBP seems to carry those three-digit MMR players back up to 1,200 and
Oh,
above.
really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I actually I don't know either, but I'm interested by, like, I guess I am encouraged by the fact that so I know that Fiona is over 2,000 MMR
Nice.
with RBP. So it is possible to do it. I'm actually, I kind of wish kana I had more time to learn other combinations, because
Mhm.
just don't have enough time these days. Pero um, Anyway, so I'm learning vicariously through Coach Cody right now. Yun na lang. And maybe if we ever get to the point when other CPAG members are starting to stream their games and stuff like that, then I can just like experience
Yeah.
the gameplay na lang. Manunod na lang
Mm.
ako, ganun. Like it doesn't matter if I'm drunk or sober or whatever. I can just like continue to enjoy the game.
Learning from others' experience. Next level learning
Yeah.
yan, actually, Luis.
Question from Ramon: Are Termicomps not usually common on higher MMRs? I don't know what's happening right now in the higher MMRs, ba?
Well, kasi there's not really like a one Axie team or one man team for Axie. It really has to have synergy with your team. So, kung may nakikita ako sometimes yung like yung lola na nagsistream na may tatlong Thermi. I don't think that's gonna do well din lalo na pag marunong talaga yung kalaban mo. So,
Hmm.
kasi wala siyang gain energy and then you would have to have yung snail shells dun sa kung sino man yung nasa unang atake ng opponent and kapag hindi, medyo yari din yung wala ring kwenta yung draw mo na snail shell. So, yeah, hindi like guarantee na, "Uy, may Thermi ako, I could reach, let's say, 2K MMR." It would still depend on your two other Axie and how well they synergize with your team. And of course, your gameplay then. So, there's even Thermis, well, karamihan Dusk Thermi na talaga kapag around 2.5 MMR. Pero even at around 2,200, there are still reptile Thermis. And
Okay.
sometimes nga ngayon, kahit sa 1.3, 1.4, may mga Thermi rin. Pero yun yung medyo chops na yung ibang kasama nila. At yun nga, hindi makapush above 1.8.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, did I get the numbering wrong again? I can't remember what number we're at, but I think it's over 20, whatever. So this is a difficult question because it's hard to tell. So what is the best class composition to reach higher ranks? Because it's hard to tell what the definition of higher ranks is. Parang
Mm-hmm.
is 2,000 higher ranks na
Yeah.
or di
Well,
ba? Kasi
right
like
now,
I
at
feel
least 2.5 ang
oh
higher para sa akin eh. Kasi
yeah, yeah,
Well,
yeah.
when yung top, let's say yung top 100 nasa around 2,000, then definitely 2,000 is the high MMR. But if the top
Mm,
MMRs are at around 3,300 na, 2.5 na yung
yeah.
high MMR. So,
Right.
yeah, it varies
Okay.
then kung nasaan na
Okay, so
yung
what would you,
leaders.
if you were starting from 1200 MMR, and you had, whatever, like just a modest budget lang for your team,
Mhm.
what's the class composition that you would play to get you to 2.5, I
Okay.
guess?
The highest win rate right now is the Dusk. Stats wise, they are the well kasi medyo bida ngayon ang tank class eh. And
Mm,
actually, the top three classes right now are in this order: Dusk, Reptile, and then Plants. Kasi nga,
mm,
it's a tank game right now. Tank meta ngayon ang bida. And kasi on season, I think it was season 17 when they
mhm,
nerfed most damage cards. Kaya ang laki ng advantage ng tanks ngayon kasi may mga 130 card ginawa nilang 120, may 170 ginawa nilang 150. So, yun. Um, Hindi pa nakakapag-caught up yung, damage damage ng mga damage dealers ngayon with the current HP that, tanks have. Kaya minsan kahit 4 cards buhay pa yung mga tanks, eh.
hmm,
Normally kailangan mo pa
hmm.
6 cards lalo na kapag maraming tank card or high armor cards yung tank na inaatake mo. So,
Interesting.
yeah.
Okay. So
So, if
so
you
you
want
would play Dusk and then
Dusk Plant. Karamihan sa
okay.
Dust Plant na nasa taas nga pala is a poison lineup. That's
Okay.
Grass
Right.
Snake, Jumping Lasso na Dusk. Those are 50 speeds na Dusk and then a plant that has Yam and maybe Leaf Bug to activate yung Garish. It could also be an aggressive tank pero actually any tank with Leaf Bug okay na with a Jumping Lasso lineup.
Nice. Okay. All right. Looks like some of the comments are confirming that that's what they're seeing. Also interesting.
Mhm.
Um, Dusk with beast and aqua cards.
Ah,
Okay.
beast din yung mga ganyan. I mean, really strong din yung aqua, yung Dusk na mga ganyan, may aqua and beast cards. Makulit.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like a faster beast with that's tougher also and then even
Mm.
has gain capabilities kasi nga may Nemo rin karamihan yung mga ganyan. Kasi nga Nemo nga
Yeah.
is one of the most OP cards right now then,
But
especially in
yeah.
terms of
Would you
gaining
be
any game.
able to? Would you be able to buy a DDP? with parang yung standard budget na like
Point
sorry
21.
what? Yeah, mga ganon like in that
Right now,
range, or is
hindi
that
eh.
not enough?
That
Okay. All
kasi
right.
normally the Dusks are around point 1 to point 15.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
Well,
you're gonna be spending mga maybe point 0.4 at
point 3 to
least.
point 4 to 45. Yep.
Yeah, okay, got it. All right. One other question here. Would you agree that spike throw meta is slowly fading from the meta?
Yeah. Yeah, nawawala na yung spike throw. People prefer yung mga sure backdoor na. Like
Mm,
wing shot, gerbil, even spinal tap. Nauna nga nawala si spinal tap eh. If you're familiar with spinal tap, kinda like spike throw siya, but instead of just checking the armor, just checking kung umatake ba yung opponent. So if an opponent is not idle, then it would go to the next axis, check if it's idle, and then if it's not idle, check under the next axis. If it's all not idle, then it still attacks the first that the front axis. Same goes with spike throw, pero siya ang chine-check niya is armor. So kapag may
interesting.
armor, check, and then kung sino yung low, kapag lahat sila may armor, check who has the lowest, yun ang aatake ng spike throw. But
Okay.
yeah, medyo
Okay.
madali kasi i-counter yung spike throw kaya siya medyo nawawala ngayon. But still, it's still a good lineup. Maganda pa rin yung threat ng spike throw kasi opponents tend to make low value decisions because they are afraid of that spike throw threat.
Mm,
And yeah, they could be like passing their tank where they could have made some move kasi nga hindi pa naman talaga nabubunot yung spike throw, but they are afraid of you hitting their midline. That's why they'll pass the tank kahit may, let's say, 3 cards yung tank na sayang lang kung di niya magamit.
okay.
Yan.
Coach, can you remind me what we actually bought? I can't remember. So,
Um,
Ramon, I'm just gonna let you know right now, we're not gonna go shopping live this time kasi binili na
mhm,
namin last week eh.
yeah. Because
And
of the pump nga, I messaged
yeah,
Luis na I mentioned that SLP is and AXS is probably gonna pump so high today,
yeah.
and because hindi pa yata na-announce before na
Mm-mm.
magre-risked. So sabi ko,
Uh,
hindi ko alam kung kailan yung
uh,
next na baka
uh,
sobrang taas na ng SLP and Axis
uh,
and pati yung Axis sa
yeah.
market is tumaas. So sabi ko, tara, let's buy na medyo cheap pa siya ngayon. Then
Yeah.
Luis
Yeah.
agreed and I already bought it. So
Uh,
I bought
okay.
a Dusk and an Aqua.
Okay. And then you're just using the plant from the
Same plant.
previous
Yeah.
stream. Okay,
Mm-mm.
great. Cool. Okay, so not exactly so it's not DDP, but we're I know it's okay. We're within kind of that same concept naman.
Mm-hmm.
So baka kaya pa rin. Um there's an interesting one here. I know that you were saying Axie UK tends to be AAP, no?
Yes.
What's the reason why you tend to go with that build for your entire parang guild?
Kasi, well, first reason is because of the training is in training. Kumbaga, if we are generally have the same lineup, then yung mga experts sa amin would be an expert in that specific lineup and they could share that to newer scholars that will be onboarding. And then aside from that, good yung lineup na naisip namin to compete up until actually when I made that lineup or suggested that lineup, I was only expecting our scholars to maintain at least 2-2 to 2-3, but we even
Mhm.
have scholars who are reaching 3,000, 2,900, 2,800. So yeah, I think more than 8 scholars are sorry, more than half of the scholars I think are over 2,000 MMR. So yeah, it's doing pretty well, and it's within a good budget, and yeah, it works
Okay.
currently naman kasi nga ang dali na
Okay.
magturo kasi pare-parehas kami ng lineup.
Right. So pati yung mga other coach within Axie UK,
Yeah,
parang
they're
sobrang
using
gamay na
AAP.
yung AAP.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
okay. Cool. Doesn't that make it slightly I mean, I guess it does slightly make it monotonous no kung lahat kayo para-pareho yung nilalaro.
Medyo, yeah. But yun nga yun, like we talked this off stream, 'di ba, na
Mhm.
currently we're just focusing on onboarding as much scholars as we could kasi nga we're only I think almost 4 months old,
Yeah.
and we're still compared, especially to compared to YGG, we're still like fairly, sige, hindi na small, but medium sized guild. We're around 135 scholars, I think, currently.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yun, also there is an update that we are expecting in season 19, so we can't really like invest on another team that we are not sure that it would work still at season 19. So might as well
Yeah.
stick muna with the one that we are used to para at least yung pa rin yung tinuturo. Then let's say in season 19, or let's say in battle version 2, this lineup, the AAP lineup that we have is not working anymore, then that's when we make improvements na lang.
This is actually kind of a perfect segue into the next question. What are your thoughts on the upcoming season 19, no? And
Mhm.
I guess talking about V2 ng battles,
Mhm.
expecting sudden influx. Okay. So I guess the question is, are we expecting the price of SLP to go up
Yep. Well,
when these are announced?
mhm. Well, this is again purely my opinion lang. Pero of course, if there's like an improvement in the game, generally yung like yung prices na nakukuha mo or ginagamit sa game mag-i-improve din. And also if it's like version 2 is more, kasi hindi naman lahat ano ba, card gamer. They're not
Mm-hmm.
really that not ano ba, not a huge chunk of gamers are into card games. And Battle version 2, although card pa rin naman siya, it's parang ang nakikita ko siya parang Pokemon na nga, na nakikita mo yung actual Axis na nagbabattle, nagbabatuhan ng skill, parang turn-based. I'm not really sure kasi hindi naman ako nakapag-alpha test noon. Sana in-invite ako. Pero
Mm.
anyways, yun nga. So if there's an improvement, kahit ano pang improvement yan, definitely SLP would get uh maybe a spike, especially lalo kapag kasabay ng version 2 is meron silang i-introduce na like burning mechanism, then most definitely talaga aakyat ang SLP. Pero even so, if kahit hindi, kasi kapag nag-out yung version 2, maraming like newer players na may ganyan na, oh, there's something new with this game that
Yeah.
I might be interested in. So, pag
Yep.
dumami ang papasok na tao, then yeah, tataas ang price ng SLP.
Yeah, yeah. So ano kasi, so let's not forget how the economy of the game works, no? So ganito yun eh. When there are a lot of new players, the first
Mhm.
thing that will happen is tataas yung cost ng SLP kasi
Demand.
tataas yung breeding requirements eh. Kasi ibig
Well,
sabihin,
demand first, 'di ba?
right. Yeah,
The
because
demand.
parang pag nafe-feel na ng mga breeders na na may mga players na bago na pumapasok,
Mm.
they need to start breeding, and I guess there's a lag time between that moment and the moment that their Axies will actually be available for sale.
Ito yung July, Luis, eh, 'no?
Oh yeah, well
July
yun
this
nga eh,
year,
di ba?
yeah. Yung
God,
sobrang
like
ang daming gustong pumasok pero walang mabiling Axis.
yeah,
Sobrang
so
mamahal,
parang
yeah.
like there were so many people like so this is just to give you an idea of how crazy it was. Parang yung father ng ex ko from a couple of relationships ago minessage
Okay.
ako asking about Axie Infinity investments.
Wow,
Like
father
what the
pa.
fuck?
What? All
So like
ages, no? Yeah.
I'm not really sure how to react to that.
Amazing.
Pero parang the advice that I gave was this was like I've been in crypto long enough to know when masyadong hyped yung
Mhm.
isang crypto. And
Mhm.
Axie Infinity kasi at the base level, it's still just another crypto eh. So
Mhm.
yung yung moment na naging 20 pesos yung SLP, that was
Mhm.
overhype yun eh.
Sobra,
And
yeah.
it was very unhealthy. So we knew that so I was telling people, hey, don't come in right now.
Don't ape
This
in.
is yeah, because this is how you lose money. This is the
Mhm.
moment. This is the exact moment when you will lose your money because it will take a very very long time for SLP to come back anywhere near this range.
Mhm.
So itong mga tao na to, the people who were trying to get into Axie Infinity when SLP was 20 pesos, they were the exact same people who were trying to get into Bitcoin when it was $20,000 in December of 2017.
Mm.
And lahat ng
Mhm.
mga tao na yun sunog for the next two
Yep.
years eh.
Mhm.
Because the price of Bitcoin didn't
Yep.
recover for 2 years.
Yep.
So, yun lang. So I've seen it enough times to know when you need to kind of just back off a little bit,
Mhm.
let it sort itself out muna. But crypto is
Mhm.
all about timing.
Yep.
So you need to be very
Exactly.
don't ever let yourself be parang too excited about
Mhm.
something. Ano, take your time.
FOMO. Don't get
Oh,
FOMO.
don't get FOMO. Yeah, exactly. Hindi naman mawawala yan eh. The opportunity is
Mhm.
still there. So
Mhm.
just be more patient, I guess. That's my best Tanginan to si Shanks, so it's like X's infinity. Yeah, sure. Whatever. Anyway,
Oh my gosh.
so ayun. Okay, where were we? So what was our last question? I forgot na tuloy.
About
Oh,
Subversion 2. I think that was it.
version 2. Yeah. So that was the last one. By the way, dun sa private chat natin, Cody, I sent you a link.
Yeah.
Because this is the team of one of our players. And I kind of wanted to, like, if we since we have a little bit of extra time, can you do you want to share your screen and look at those axes right
Sure.
now? And then
Okay.
just lang.
Comment.
Yeah, just give us comments on it. Maybe maybe make a recommendation about how we could improve it. So
All
this
right.
is actually the team of Fiona, one of our players na over 2000 MMR kasi. And I was thinking that it might actually be kind of interesting if we start to give para the players who are exceeding yung 2K MMR range, maybe we can help them out by upgrading them slightly on
Mhm.
just one or two. I mean, we don't have tons of money, so it really depends naman
Mhm.
on what the recommendation is. But
Do you
if
see
it's
my
a
screen now? Oops.
yes. Yeah, you've got the
Okay.
infinite. There you go. Okay, so this
All
is
right.
the team of Fiona, who is
Okay.
currently at 2150 MMR. And what we're looking at here is RBP. She mentioned it earlier.
Mhm.
Yeah, so can we you just I guess you could just give us your thoughts. I think you might have to
Okay.
zoom your screen slightly lang, Cody, because it's slightly small eh.
Oops.
Malit lang kasi siya ng
Oh my
konti.
God.
So kahit
Na-close
ano
ko.
lang, just sorry.
Na-close ko yung ano ko screen. Hindi ako sanay dun sa ano eh, sa, wait.
We're still seeing it. Where
Oh,
is it?
here. Hindi, yung StreamYard ko is, ayun. Okay. Never mind. Here.
It's
All
still
right.
there.
Yan.
Yeah, and you're still here, so it's okay.
Okay.
Hindi ka naman na disconnect.
Paano
So you just need
i-zoom?
to control
Here. Ito na
plus.
lang.
Control plus lang sa keyboard mo. There you go.
Yan.
Yeah.
Sige. Yan.
Okay.
So, for the plant, it's standard, pero I'm not really a fan of carrot. I prefer either, especially if you're running a, well, standard Thermi which has thorny, pero hindi naman siya thorny, tiny dino. So, but normally if you will be using, let's say, a standard Terminator with the thorny, you would want a yam for the, wait, let me increase this. Sige, let's go one at a time. So, okay yung kanyang aesthetics. Aesthetics is yung eyes and ears. You want this to be pure plant
Mhm.
so that it has the lowest speed kasi ayaw mo ng mataas na speed na plant and the highest HP. Kasi it gives
Mhm.
plus 3 HP ang plant part and then plus 1 morale. So she is using this, guys. This is a good energy card. I really like this as well.
Yeah.
Tapos yung pumpkin, a very staple armor card for plants. Good din yan. Vegetable bite. This is one of the most used cards for plants. Kasi nga, yung energy steal potential. So it could hinder your opponent and also allow you to make more combos the next turn. Yung carrot though, I'm not a fan of. Kasi if this doesn't break, you basically wasted one energy. It's
Mm.
the damage is not that good. The armor is mediocre then. So I prefer actually hot butt or spicy
Mm.
surprise, which would disable your opponent's mouth
Yeah.
and has a higher damage and higher armor. Then it has 50 armor and 90 damage. Kapag Thermi ka naman, you want a yam kasi it inflicts poison every time your opponent attacks your tank. And let's say round 3 hindi pa umaatake yung Axie niya, round 2 then there's a high chance that aatake na sila, then you could simply put in a yam. Normally,
Okay.
if you're using IAM, you put it at round 2. If you could hold it to round 3, then better kasi mas maraming nag-go all in or nagwa-wild, sabi ni Ruthless sa round 3 eh. So, yun.
Is that what happens in round three? Okay.
Yeah, madalas round 3 nagwa-wild yung mga people. So, next is
Okay.
yung Beast. I like that it is using yung ears na Nemo kasi it
Mm.
provides speed and health. Very important to sa beast kasi nga squishy sila. And yeah, that speed would help out. 43, meaning all the fastest Thermi, you're faster. So this is good. Pero if you were actually using, let's say, this one is another aqua, you'd be 45 kasi a beast part is plus 1 speed and an aqua part is plus 3 speed and plus 1 health. So, if this was an aqua, it would be 45. And then, let's say yung sa sample ko kanina na merong backdoor kasi yun yung talagang ano um, game breaker ba sa high MMR ngayon yung may backdoor na beast. Normally, they
Mm.
use wing shot,
Mm.
which is a horn card. And that's another bird. So, magiging 47 speed ka na and then you're faster than all Termis na even the Dusk ones.
Mm.
Kasi 46 speed ang top speed nila eh. And then you could carry, I prefer again yung Risky Beast against dito kasi si Risky Beast ang effect niya is 150% more damage if you're in last stand. Very useful siya as a beast na high morale kasi 3 ticks sila. And then you don't have to have na may ka-combo siya na 3 cards. So kahit 2 cards lang hawak mo or kahit 1 card lang makakabato ka pa rin ng Risky Beast or Revenge Arrow. Goda, I like this.
Right.
This also helps you to ano tawag dito, to make your opponent think of passing so they could make less optimal plays because of the threat of you burning their energy, and it works so well together with your Sirius dun sa tank mo kasi nga you have a like even a turn 1 3 energy destroy capability with let's say 2 Godas and a vegetable bite and a disguise, or 2 vegetable bite and then 1 Goda. So yeah, very good tong Goda
Cool.
na to sa kanya. I like it. Hair Dagger,
Okay.
so-so. Sure, kapag let's say reptile plant, then you are guaranteed na makakadraw ka. I like the damage though, it's 120. Pero against birds and aquas, medyo mahirap na siya i-proc. But still, a good card. I like this pa rin.
Yeah.
So, if I would rate this,
Okay.
siguro ang papalitan ko na lang dito is yung at least the eyes, turn it to an aqua or maybe a bird, pero preferably aqua para higher HP. And then this one, a risky beast. But siguro ano to, 8 over 10 naman na tong Axie na to. I like it pa rin. Lalo na
Okay.
yung dual blade. Scary
Okay.
yan.
All right.
Ano yan eh. Parang sabi nila kotong ni Rendon yan
Mm.
kasi pag nag-critical yan, kahit aqua ka eh, tutumba ka.
Yeah, yeah. Pero
Diba?
wala siyang
So next,
zeros, no? So wala siyang zeros, so he has to pay full price for
yep. Pero
for that
kaya
roll-in.
yata siguro siya nakakarot kasi
Mm-mm.
I think that's where mas naging advantageous yung carrot dito sa kanya
In
instead of
disguise, saka vegetable. Yeah.
yeah,
Mm.
instead of hotbot or
Ah.
yam
Mhm.
kasi nga may opportunity siya mag gain back ng energy with carrot. So yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
The
Okay. Okay.
last
Okay.
one is ito. I like na naka-aqua siya, na eyes and ears. Yung aesthetics parts niya kasi nga it gives HP and faster. Again, 43 siya. Again, normally ang Thermi is 42 kasi ang part ng tail nila is normally thorny caterpillar which is a bug card. Kaya hindi plus 1 speed kasi ang reptile gives plus 1 speed and then plus 3 health. Pero yeah, actually this could work kasi ang lakas ng tiny swing post round 4 eh. So round 5 pa lang ang laki na ng damage nito especially if you're fighting aquas. So basically yung laging ginagamit mo lang to secure a or to flip yung priority, yung speed priority, and then also yung snail shell and then yung chomp, and then even the tiny swing could provide you more armor compared to thorny. So I think this could work pero hindi nga siya
Mm.
yung standard na thorny. But it's okay.
Okay.
I'll
Okay.
rate it 8 over 10 then siguro.
Okay. So if you were gonna make a recommendation of how to improve this build, na maybe ano lang, just like one axis lang to replace. How would you do it? Like which one would you replace?
Ako
So would
yung,
it be the beast?
yeah, the beast yung papalitan ko. Hindi ako fan
Okay.
ng Ronin.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you would
So,
go would you go aqua or
I
beast pa
like,
rin?
okay, beast pa rin ako. Mas gusto ko pa rin yung
Okay.
beast kasi,
Mm-mm.
um, ano siya eh, medyo tank ano nga kasi meta ngayon, so you want to counter the meta, so beast ka.
Mm-mm.
Pero kuha ka ng mas tanky and less combo dependent. So yun nga,
Mm-mm.
risky beast kasi may 25 armor na yun, then 125 attack. And it doesn't need
Okay.
to have a combo to work.
Okay. So sorry. So what's the ano? What's the exact beat? Can you ano? Sorry. Let's just. I want to go shopping just because we always go shopping on this show, but we didn't get to go shopping
This
because it
one,
been
risky
natin
beast.
before. Okay. Sige. Okay.
And then I'll go with dual blade, pwede pa rin naman. Pero normally I'll do
Mm-mm.
wing shot.
Mm-mm.
Gusto ko to. Tapos you could go Goda pa rin. And then for the tail, pwede pa rin yung hair dagger since mabilis naman na yung gagawin natin. Tapos we
Okay.
are aiming for at least 47 speed. Let's see kung meron available. Medyo mahal siguro to. 0.12. Okay, decent pa rin.
That's
Pero
not so
ano siya,
bad.
mech siya.
Oh. Oh,
Mech
it's a
siya.
Mac. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So does that have all of the? Oh, sorry. What's the? I can you just know? Can you just copy that link for me? I'm gonna have Jang buy that. Sorry.
Telegram?
Kahit dito na lang sa private chat. I'm just gonna give it to Jang so she can buy it.
Alright.
Thank you, man. Okay, cool.
Sure.
All right, so we're gonna see if we can buy that. So do
Zero
you
pa
wanna
siya. Oh, nice.
Ooh, whoa, hey, that looks like a shit. Hey guys, don't buy this from us. Okay, we're gonna try to buy it. So
0.12
don't
lang.
swipe it. Don't snipe it. Don't snipe it. Um. Okay. So do you wanna show us the team that you ended up buying
Oh,
for
yeah, sure.
our
Stop
player
ko lang yung
demo?
share.
Okay.
And then I'll share the Axie. Wait lang. Here. Mhm.
So this is fun. I like if I like these collaborative shopping things. We should do this more often. Okay.
Do you see my screen now?
Yes. There you go.
Okay. All right. So this is the tip. So it's the same plant from before. Wait, let me just show na lang then. Sync. So this is the same plant from before. Yung pinalevel ko siya. Pumpkin, vegetable bite, wooden stab, and spicy. So very aggressive with energy steal. Tapos kung papansin nyo, since wala siyang leaf, all one card siya, tas isa lang yung opportunity to gain energy. Pero if you would check this is not it. Yung mid natin na binili ko, I think maybe I should put in din yung price, no? Para, wait,
Yeah,
let me
sure.
switch to crypto pop.
Yeah, what was the price? Do you remember?
Yep, well, it's listed naman here.
Okay.
I think yung ano, wait, let me just reshare.
Mm-hmm.
Stop sharing. Share entire screen na lang. Kita niyo yung marami kong tabs. Okay, asan na yon? Naligaw na naman ako. Ito, yan. So, the last one I bought, this was November 4th. Ito yung na-release si um, Katana. So,
Mm-hmm.
first one I bought is ito yung nakita ko, less than 1. So, let's check
Zero
kung
point
ano
one.
ba
Yeah.
to. Yeah, si CPAG Dusk, I named it. 0.099 even. Still loading.
Shopping spree. Not really a shopping spree, guys. We bought one pa lang. That's all.
Ayaw mag-load. Is it my net? Or is it
uh,
Ronin itself? Pingin ko Ronin.
you know
Ayan,
what?
there.
Okay, there.
All right. So, yeah, this is a top speed for the beef. Wait, let me control negative. Yeah. So, top speed to for a beefinator or buffinator. So, I took yung aqua eyes and ears kasi nga top speed, and then also gives health, and then croc, tiny turtle, which is chomp, cuckoo, and then thorny caterpillar. Ayan. So this one I bought it at 0.99. If we would check how much it is right now with 50 speed, let's see. Just a quick comparison lang kung bakit minessage ko pa talaga si Luis na let's buy this one na
Yeah, tama.
Thorny, um, Cuckoo, and then what was it? Croc. Yeah. Tapos let's go for 50 speed. Tapos bumaba pala, no? Well, 0.1 pa rin yung pinakamura ngayon. Pero,
Okay.
kasi I guess bumaba na. Pero, before it
Mhm.
was 0.13, 0.14. Pero yeah, we still
Okay.
made a bargain. Kasi nga,
That's fine.
0.099 lang.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah,
bug
and I
pa nga
think
ata
ano
yan.
naman, yeah,
Yeah, it's bug
I,
pala. So, 0.1 is
okay,
bug.
okay.
So, it's not that.
Mm.
Let's check kung saan siya hindi bugged, ah. Baka nga sa 0.14 kasi I have ito, sa 0.7 mabibili na siya. 0.107.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay, okay.
So, next is isang bargain na nakuha ko ulit is yung mid natin.
Mhm.
So, yung mid is I bought it for 0.065. This is, I named it double zero aqua kasi nga, yung tank natin is more damage centered. So, kumuha ko ng
Mhm.
dalawang zero cost na
Ooh,
very good to the
wow.
current meta right now, which is Tail Slap and Heroic Reward. So if I
Huh.
attack any aquatic and birds, I get a draw card, which is very important. Kasi ang ano natin dito is parang ang main man natin is si Dusk. And
Mhm.
what we are setting him up is for him to have lots of energy and lots of cards para marami siyang options on a 1v2 or even 1v3 kaya niya. So yeah,
Wow.
that's why heroic card, tail slap, acrobatic, more armor, and then a speed up option, and then fish hook para pampatay nung um plant niya sa harapan. So fish hook, acrobatic yung normal na combo ko. And then
Huh.
yeah, yung mga zero cost pang extra damage if available siya. This one's 51 speed, 45 health, and I
How much
bought
do
it
we?
for
Yeah. How,
0.065. So compared sa
wow.
mga previous
Pretty good
prices niya,
deal.
very cheap siya.
Yeah.
Yeah, see. So, tas pag chinek natin siya ngayon, let's quick check lang din. Let's see
Okay.
kung bargain pa rin talaga siya, tama yung move natin. So, Nemo, um, Arco, Heroic, and then Risky, 0.065, and that's
Mhm.
supposed to be 50. So, yeah, it's expensive right now, 0.093.
Mm.
So,
Yeah,
almost
yeah.
0.03 ang natipid natin when we bought
Yep.
this
Yeah. 20,
Axie.
25%, 25% minimum discount on that one
Yeah,
because we
which
bought
is
it a little bit earlier. That's a big
mhm.
deal. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, cool. Do you want to pilot it for a few games
Yeah.
to show everyone
So
how
just
it
to show
works? Okay.
everyone, I think we stopped at around 1.4. So when I was playing this, I really had so much fun playing it. So to
Mm-mm.
128 na siya ngayon. So kapag natalo ko, sorry, medyo may excuse na kami disclaimer na. Medyo ano na, mid na yung
Sige na
ano.
nga.
So this is a
Ah,
0.21 MMR. Pero I think ano ba yung kasi puro adventure lang yata ako nilaro ko before. Ay, puro adventure na nga lang. Anyways, let's play.
okay.
Sige.
Sige,
Let's try.
sige. You wanna can you increase yung size ng window para mapuno na
Oh,
yung screen natin?
shoot. I have to do it later pa.
Okay,
So, sige.
it's fine, it's fine.
I'll
Okay.
let's do that on the second game. So, this
Okay.
opponent is, parehas tayo, Beefinator, pero lamang tayo
Whoa.
since 47 speed siya. So, we're faster. Same setup din siya, Nemo, pero he has a backdoor capability, so we have to watch out for that. Tas yung kanyang tank is may Disguise and Sticky Goo. Because meron siyang Swift Escape, we could use this na. And
Hmm.
then, yeah, do this also. Attack na tayo. Okay.
Are
So,
we gonna see
inubos
a round
natin.
3 wild from him?
No. So, he tried to steal energy. Wala tayong iniwan, so we're good.
Nice.
Oh, crit. Nice one. Thank you.
Ooh.
All
What
right.
MMR are we playing at right now?
2-1.
Two.
2,100.
Parang medyo mataas to before. Like, it's a lot
Uh,
higher than last time.
1-4 siya
Okay.
nung iniwanan ko. So, yeah.
Okay. All right. So someone had a little bit too much fun on this. Okay.
Nakakatawa siya laruin, promise. Kasi naman yung kuha na 'to, mag-e-enjoy kayo, I swear. So,
Okay.
currently, he has 3 energy. Even if he backdoors with this one, he shouldn't be able to kill my beef. So, we could do this pa rin. Yeah, ayaw natin mag-save ng energy. Oh, too bad. Mukhang magmi-miss ang ating spicy.
Mm. Mm.
But it's fine. We're able to use yung armor na lang. Sana makakuha tayo ng kuku. I'm gonna show you something cool.
Oop. Yeah, there's a miss.
Kuku. No kuku, sad.
Uh,
Um, Sige, medyo gamble. If he has, wait, we could remove the gamble na pala. Let's just do this. Um, Wait, I'm thinking lang Max armor would be 100, 200. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, good. I missed. Oh, too bad. Pero wala pa rin siya na steal. Yun nga lang na critical niya. Too bad. Sad life. So tayo ngayon, want to do this. Mm, we need the slow kasi later. Because I just want
mhm.
to buff para if he passes, mamatay itong plant natin kasi we don't want him to draw cards anymore. Kapag nag one card lang kasi tayo, let's say we just use chump lang, tas nag-pass siya, then may matitirang one tick, and then possible lang mag-draw pa siya next turn. So hindi naman siya nag-pass. Okay lang. Ooh, he's gonna slow me.
Okay.
Question now, is it worth it pa umatak? Uh, we could slow him. Hmm. He has two and then one chump. Sige, let's try this. And then this. Oh, I should have passed, sayang. That pinas ko tong likod ko para tumangke siya. Oh well. Mukhang lugi tayo ngayon kasi makapag-ipon siya dito.
Ah, ha, ha, ha.
Oh, okay. So he has 4 energy. Oh, medyo masaya to. Ay, kulang pa pala. Sad. Wala na, GG na.
You know, the last time we played, you went 2-1, diba?
Yep.
I mean, that being said, that was at 1200 MMR kasi. So, like, a little bit, it was a little bit easier back then.
Mhm.
What do you think? Kaya pa?
Ito, medyo malabo na since he's gonna go first. And then he
Mm.
left us stunned.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, this is GG. So any damaging card he has will put us in last stand na. So even if I put up, let's say 170 armor, unless tumira siya ng not even, wala talaga. Even
Mm-mm.
chump, yeah, would kill me. Okay, GG's. How could I have played that better?
Mm.
Sige. Inisip ko saan ako nag-undercommit yata ako to kill his
Yeah.
to kill his plant. Let's try
Can you
again.
try another? Oh,
Oops,
oh,
oops,
oh,
oops,
I was
oops.
gonna
Oh,
say, yeah, maximize the screen.
sorry.
Anyway, it's
My
fine, it's
bad.
fine. It's okay. It's okay.
That's
Okay
fine.
lang.
Sige. So
Okay.
this guy doesn't have serious. So pwede tayong mag-pass this turn. High armor tong kalaban. And then this one, ooh, may kiss. Ito yung sinasabi ko na isa sa mga solid na trio, which is Sinister, Revenge, and Kiss in Deathmark. He's using Luna Absorb to gain energy, pero I would have preferred if this was Nemo para at least 45 speed siya. Kasi ano eh, same effect pero may damage na 30, di ba? Sayang din yun.
Mm-hmm.
Tapos faster nga yung part na yan. So for us, let's see. We could do this and then should we include yeah, let's include this one. So he can't use vegan diet next term.
Hmm.
Okay. So he has 4 energy. He passed. Sige, gamit tayo isang pumpkin para hindi tayo makipag-trade. Meaning kahit mag 4 card siya pag walang nag-critical, buhay naman dapat yung ating plant.
Right.
This will deal around 400 damage. Kulang tayo ng konti.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. Kasi
Uh,
400 lang yung
yeah.
damage niya. More than 400 yung kanyang HP na prepare. Good for him.
Hmm.
Hmm. Medyo scary na iwanan to. Ayoko na mag-undercommit. So, try natin to. Baka kasi ma-vegan tayo eh. And then we could just pass next time. Medyo maubusan tayo ng cards pero no choice.
Hmm.
Hopefully umabot, no? Parang hindi aabot. Kapag may vegan diet to, mahirapan na talaga tayo makabawi. Who knows? Mauna siyang matake kasi. Hopefully isang pumpkin. Yay. Okay. So patay pa rin siya. Yep. Because this would deal around 140 at 130. 138. There you go.
Okay.
So yun, good. Pwede tayong mag-pass. Ganito lang. So let's just try to get energy. Uy, makaka-drop. Ay, no. 126. Hindi na tayo makaka-drop. Okay. So there's no way that um we could kill this now. Kasi meron pa siyang scale dart. Do we want to attack him now or wait for... Wala siyang slow. He doesn't have any slow. Let's use this. This will allow us to at least enter last stand. If he uses Sinister Strike. And then yung kanyang reptile is attacking yung plant natin. Let's just save this for later. Okay. So tama naman. Sinister Strike. So we entered last stand. And then he's gonna use 4 cards for that. Yan. Medyo good
That
play
was
yung
a
sa atin dun.
waste.
Good read.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
good read tayo dun.
Nice. Nice. Nice.
So he used all his armor cards na dito. So medyo safe na tayo magganto. And then we could even do this. Actually, yeah. Okay, we have high armor.
Hmm.
So okay pa tayo dito. Okay. Nag-high armor lang din siya. Okay, I think we got this na. So, he has 3 energy. I kind of don't want to risk it na. So let's just do this. Um, Hmm. I feel like he's gonna use his reptile pa. Yes, tama yun. So, we
Mm,
save this kasi
okay.
alam ko naman na
Yeah.
mamamatay na tong reptile niya.
Mm,
We did not break his shield. Ayan.
right.
Okay. Yung nga lang, he gets one energy off of that. It's fine. So, tayo, we just want to live until next turn and then use 4 cards, whatever the 4 cards later. Yeah. We don't want him to kasi enter yung 30% HP na lang. Kaya
Mm,
hindi ako nag 2
okay.
buffs or else yung
Right.
kiss na yan ang papatay sa atin. So he's more than
Nice.
40% HP, so we're still good. So yan, you do this. Let me just compute. This is around 80 damage, 90. Hmm, I think this is bad. Um, wait. 80 plus 120 is gonna enter last stand either case. Wait. He shouldn't be able to enter last stand if I'm not mistaken kasi less than 30. Yeah. Okay, good. Whew.
Hmm.
Oh, shoot. Nag-enter last. Pero okay lang.
One
Okay lang.
last. Yeah, I mean he's gonna kill himself, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah. No.
yeah. Oh,
Kasi
okay.
nag-buff
There
ako
you
and
go.
then attack. So that's 3.
Right, right, right. Okay.
Yeah, 1-1. So
Cool.
let's increase
Nice.
first yung ano.
Okay.
So yung
Uh,
win ano natin doon is yung nag 4 card siya doon sa ating last stand plant, no. We had
right.
a good read regarding that one. So ano ba dapat yung ano nito size ito?
Why
Bear
don't
with
you
me.
just click full screen na lang?
Meron bang? Oh nga no. Meron pala
Yeah.
dito. Okay.
Para you don't have to think about it. No?
All
There you
right.
go. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Let me just check in. Sige.
Okay.
G.
Okay.
Yan. So all one. Hopefully I win this na para at least hindi naman ako less than 50% win rate. So let's see. This one is in Dusk. Ayan. So 2-1 I think MMR. Merong Thermi na 46 speed. This is the top speed for Thermis. This one is a backdoor. So this is actually a part of a jumping Lason team, which is Sneaker Raid, Cerastes, Barb Strike, and then Venom Spray. He is using this guys to activate yung kanyang Garish and also Mystic, Snail, and Allergic for the Garish as well. So pwede rin naman talaga. So now, what do we want? We want to shut off his mouth kasi ayaw natin siya mag-steal next turn. Yan. So, fortunately, wala siyang um, vegetable bite this turn. So, good. Safe yung energy natin next turn. Next is, so he has sneaky, no? So, he used 2 cards and then he draw one. So, turn kaya naging 7, supposedly 6 lang pero nag-draw 1 kasi siya. So 4 plus 3, that's 7. Yan. And then plus 1. So 8 cards siya ang hawak niya ngayon. Okay. Kung 8 cards siya, hmm, I don't think we have a move pa ulit ngayon.
Hmm. Okay.
Let's just use maybe 1 pumpkin.
Oh. Okay. So
Okay.
he did. Ooh.
He went in sa likod.
Yeah, yeah. Is that enough?
No, not
It
enough.
shouldn't be. Yeah. Okay. Huh.
Okay. Now we go mag-ape din na tayo dito. And then we use this.
Hmm.
Yeah, all in tayo. Naku, papasok na naman siya sa likod natin, I think.
Hmm.
Medyo mataas na yung poison ng ating Dusk. May hirapan na tayo dito.
Ooh,
Yan, good
wow.
cards din.
Okay.
7 ticks agad. Ouch. Okay. Mm-hmm. Could he use, yeah, high chance na meron na siyang let's try pa rin. Mag-steal tayo ng energy. So tama nga ako.
Hmm.
Hindi na siya papa-steal. Ginamit niya yung 3 energy niya. Oh, nagpa-steal siya.
Hmm.
Weird. Tama ba? 3 energy nga ba siya?
Did
Baka naman
we,
2
yeah,
energy
baka
lang.
nag-miscount. Yeah.
Miscount. Yeah. So 2 energy lang ba talaga siya?
Hmm.
Okay. So for this one, two energy. Oh, he's dead.
Ah,
Okay. Tapos natin siya. Mga hotbot natin siya and we get an extra draw.
nice. Nice. Okay.
Let's see. May konting chance pa tayo. So, 4 energy. Is he gonna use I think he's gonna hopefully he uses one snail shell. If he uses one
Hmm.
snail shell, then malaki yung chance na mabuhay pa tayo.
Hmm. Okay.
If he doesn't use snail shell, like he went all in, wala na, sayang energy natin. So yun yung
Hmm.
medyo gamble dito. Pero I think he's gonna save energy. Okay, good. He used snail
Okay.
shell.
Yep. Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Best natin yan. Best outcome for us yun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shoot, mali yung order ko. Yeah.
Ah, kasi we're trying to steal, no?
Yep,
Okay.
yep. Mm-mm. Oo nga. Because I was thinking na chomp yung kanya, idudulo. So, kaya ganun yung play ko. Isa-sacrifice ko sana yung what you call it? The wooden stab. This one.
Hmm. Hmm.
Pang tanggal ng chomp. Das mas priority ko agawan siya ng energy. Fortunately, hindi stun yung ginamit niya. So, this time, we go like this. Yep.
Hmm.
Okay, good. Hindi tayo na stun. And we have a buff. And then we have 4 energy. So, medyo may chance konti. Let's see.
Nice. Okay.
This one, this one. Let's see. 1. If this is less than 100 armor, patay siya.
Okay. Ooh.
More than.
Yeah.
Sad. Let's see if we live.
Mm,
Uh,
it's close.
Dead. We're dead.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh well, too bad.
Bad,
Okay.
too bad.
What happened there? So where do you think it went wrong there?
Um, yung I think hindi siya wrong, but the
Hmm.
opponent got a lucky draw. Na turn 2 pa lang, he was
Okay.
able to go in na sa aking Dusk, and
Right.
then the following turn, meron na siya ulit pang
Ganun
backdoor,
ulit
and
eh.
then yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Oh nga.
na-seal niya yung deal nung ating main man, which is yung ating
Right.
Dusk. Kasi ito is
Okay.
more on for setup lang naman for this guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Did you want to do one last one, or are we okay? Parang one two is kind of a
Yeah, sige, let's do one more.
yeah,
Hopefully.
one last one, one last one.
Or else, mas lalo tayo mababa. Parang ito sa casino eh. You can't stand up eh, no?
You know, this is why for a long time hindi ako makatulog nung nag-Axie Infinity ako like para I kept saying I don't want to end the night
Uh-huh.
with a loss.
Lost.
So
Tapos
you play
tuloy-tuloy
like
na loot
10
niya.
games.
So this is a disabled sword naman. So still a dusk. See how frequent dusks are. So a
Okay.
dusk with headshot, spicy surprise, buying dagger and chomp. So this
Mm-mm.
three cards. Kaya siya nag-disable sword tapos more armor from buying dagger and zero cost siya. This one is a discarder with weird high damage. Where
Mm.
normally it's a numbing or a thorny.
Mm-hmm.
And then this one is slightly aggressive tank then. We want to protect our energy, so ganda lang tayo. And actually, let's switch it. Let's do this instead.
Bakit?
Okay.
Why that order?
Kasi kung kunyari mag-all in siya with a chump dito, wala na rin akong maaagaw. So I'd rather
Ah, okay.
waste yung energy opportunity still and just make sure that he doesn't steal anymore next turn. Yun lang
Ah,
naman.
okay. Okay.
Ay, mukhang makakaano tayo, kill tayo dito. Um, 140 plus 9, let's say 100 to 40, this would be 190. So that's 240, 190 for 130. He would be dead. Question is, do you want to do this? I think so. Yep. Ooh,
Ooh,
kukulangin
that's a
tayo ng
little
konti
over,
ulit.
no? Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah,
Uh,
I'm pretty sure it's below 224. Ay, hindi. Wait lang. 225. Okay, good.
ooh.
All right. Two
Ah,
buffs
okay.
nga pala. That's good. All
Okay.
right.
Okay.
Swerte tayo doon. All right.
Bye. Okay. Pwede na.
Question now. Ito pala yung synergy niya. Since disable source siya, you wanna make sure na madi-disable niya yung cards natin and then i-discard niya yung mga isi-save natin. Pero
Huh.
unfortunately ngayon wala rin tayong magandang pwedeng i-cast, no?
Mm-hmm.
Um, should we though? Or just let him discard it? I think cast natin, sige. For the arm. Oh, hindi umabot, sad. Pero at least nabawasan natin to. Kasi he's gonna discard it either way.
Ah, okay.
So, pinandamage. We have a lot of energy. And so, two discards.
Right. Okay. We couldn't use it anyway, so that's fine.
Yeah, pero I should have been able to use yung yung wooden stab. Sayang yung extra 130
Okay.
damage.
Okay.
So, he hasn't used snail shell yet. Um, hmm. Yeah, let's wait. Snail shell. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, this time, we want to use this. And do we want armor or do we want... So this turns off head, no? So if that turns off head, we want to use the head na. So ayan. So since the disable sword would be, or this dust would use either headshot or spicy. So to mitigate yung being disabled here, I both use na yung horn, which is yung arco, and then
Mm-hmm.
yung mouth, which is yung risky fish. Tapos let's say ma-disable niya nga tayo, we still have tail slap later.
Nice.
Yeah. And then we use the zero cost to remove yung kanyang debuff. This guy should die naman.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, good. So, ayan.
Nice. Hmm.
Ooh, okay. So, I don't think I need the energy anymore.
What are you gonna do?
So, so I'm gonna sacrifice yung energy and at
Okay.
least get
Yeah.
extra damage 60.
Right. Okay.
Um, then most probably,
So pantanggal lang nung stun yung ano,
yeah,
yung
yung tail
zero mo.
slap.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
And then, yeah. So any three cards na mabunot natin when this guy dies, magpa 4 card all in tayo. And then
Okay.
hope for the best later.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
Huh. Huh.
We're still gonna leave this one here. Ang problem lang natin is kapag enough niya na yung ating horn. Hmm. Then we won't really be able to use this anymore. It's just a waste. Yeah, gamitin na natin. Kasi baka ma-disable lang din eh. Let's see.
Oh no. Yeah. What's he gonna do? Oh. Okay. That order was definitely correct there. Uh.
Okay, so he did disable
Yeah.
nga. So good thing we used na yung kuku ng pakinabangan natin.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, wala tayong cards ngayon.
Hmm.
Do we want to use the max damage he could do with 3 cards is 130. Now, ayan natin siyang sabayan. Let's wait.
Okay.
Okay, same
Okay.
thing.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Not much.
It's too
Okay.
bad. Medyo malas.
Whoa.
Okay.
Okay. Yikes.
Question ko ngayon is, do we still live with his combo? Um,
Pipilitan mo na
definitely.
lang ba?
Yeah, I have to. I
Now you
have
need
to.
the armor now.
Yeah, yeah,
Right?
yeah. I definitely need the armor now. So, itong order ko, so we could still get yung buff from the slow. And then, yeah,
Okay.
I think pwede pa rin naman.
Okay.
Hopefully we get, ayun na, yun na
Ooh.
yung gusto. Hopefully we
Whoa.
get a crit and
Okay.
then,
Ah,
yeah.
well, there you go.
So,
Okay.
Murphy's Law for him,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
for
yeah.
us.
Well, so
Okay.
yeah, so sometimes criticals actually work for you.
If that's your only chance to win, no? Minsan din talaga sa swertehan. So, guys,
Yeah, pero
see?
was there still an outcome there na ano, na kahit hindi ka nag-crit, mananalo ka pa rin? Or
Depends on
did it?
my draw next turn. I would live, pero it
Okay.
depends on my draw kasi he'll leave me
Okay.
stunned. And
Yeah.
then, I think the only way I could win would be 1 Nile Strike and then 2 Tourneys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pero yeah,
Okay.
high chance kasi,
Uh-uh.
um, I think, yeah, panalo pa rin yata ako kasi, I think, yung dahil stun na yung gagamitin niya, open na yung ibang cards na naipon sa akin and then I would be able to use those na. So yeah, I think I would still have won. Pero syempre, mas
Cool.
gusto natin yung nanalo na tayo. Tapos, titigil
Yeah,
na tayo
yeah.
ngayon kasi we don't want to be below 50%. Okay na ako sa
Yep.
50% win rate. Kaysa
Yeah,
mapahiya
pretty
sa
much.
stream.
Yep. So I guess that is the problem with live streaming your games nga, no? Parang ang laki
Yung
ng
pressure,
pressure
no?
to at least maintain 50-50.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right. So sige. What are the things we learned in this episode? I guess well, what did we learn? I guess critical strike works both ways.
Mm.
Kahit na, no, like sometimes it works for you, sometimes it works for your opponent. But generally speaking, it is still just randomness, and you have to accept that it is part of the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. What
Also, yung
do you have
timing
any
sa
ano?
crypto. Timing sa
Yeah.
crypto, like what we did
Type.
when we were expecting a good pump,
Yes.
it's
Yeah.
we bought immediately before prices adjust some. Kasi
Yeah.
yes, you could see immediate pumps sa SLP and AXS, but the market price isn't gonna pump naman agad-agad kasi those axes are
Mm-mm.
listed already. So yung mga
Correct.
newer axes na magbe-breed, let's say maybe a few days delay or even a few hours delay at least at minimum. So yeah,
Right.
kapag nakita mo na magse-surge yung price, let's say Battle version 2 came out, then if you were waiting for prices to go down, don't expect it to go down. Most probably
Right.
tataas siya since yeah, there's a new update.
Yep.
What else? Different lineups of different capabilities. Like, fortunately, iba-iba yung nakalaban natin kanina and iba-ibang playstyle yung ginawa natin. You would also see yung mga advantages and disadvantages. Especially if you know how to compute yung damage, like what we did in this one victory, where I was able to determine that if I use one armor card, I could secure a last stand for my plant, and that enabled my opponent, or that enabled me to disable the opponent's 4 card all in dun sa aking mid axie, which
Right.
basically gave me the game.
Yep.
Ano
Yep.
pa? Under committing. So yung mga
Mm.
defeats ko is more on under committing. So ano rin talaga siya eh. I think based on experience na, like if you don't want to undercommit but you don't want to overcommit either. So you have to
Yeah.
have that
Yeah.
feel of kung
Yeah.
kailan ba ako talaga dapat mag 3 card all in against a red guy, I mean low HP Axie, kasi nga I'm expecting this guy to put up some armor.
Right.
Katulad nung kanina, nung sa beast na to, if this guy had just put maybe 2 cards on his beast and then just 3 cards on this guy instead of 1 card and then 4 cards, then he would have won the game kasi
Right.
na-secure niya na wala yung ano last stand, and then 3 cards would at least go through the mid axis. So yun.
Right. Right.
Yep.
Don't forget our word of the day, equidistant. Now we
Equidistant.
know
Yeah.
what, like, really all you meant was pareho yung layo nila. But
Yep. Yep.
okay, there you go.
Oh,
There's a single
so
word for that.
yeah, just to show what that really means. So new team. So
Ah, yeah, yeah.
equidistant. If this guy, for example, let's say this two is an wait, let's get with this guy instead. Yeah. So if let's say this one is this is you, and let's say this is your opponent. Since on this row there's no axis, and then they are on the same row, this, and then but
This column.
they're also on the same column, so they are equally, let's say this one is 1 meter. So 1 meter sila parehas. Well, sorry. 1, 2, 3 meters sila parehas layo. Tapos yung distance sila is hindi the same kasi wala sila sa mid, sa taas, and sa baba. So yeah, equal distance.
Yeah.
So let's say yung position nito is, wait, bad example to kasi hindi tayo ka lang. Pero let's say
Uh-uh.
meron how do I say this? Walang good
Dapat
example. Pero
nasa, yeah, you can't
wala eh,
show
wala
the
naman
other
talaga eh. Yeah.
Oo, oo. Pero yun nga, generally speaking, pag nasa isang column yung dalawa, tapos ikaw nasa gitna,
Mm-mm.
that is
50 and flip.
equidistant. And
Yep.
and you will not be able to, you can't make a strategy to
Mm-hmm.
properly attack one or the other kasi hindi mo alam kung saan maglaland yung hits mo eh. That's
Exactly.
that's the
Yep.
that's the problem there. So it makes it very difficult, and you never want to be in that position because
Yep.
Axie Infinity is literally all about planning
Yep.
the next turn.
Also, just to point out, there's a lineup actually that was mentioned kanina sa comment section, which
Mm-hmm.
uses equidistant, talang ginamit na natin yung term, equidistant mechanic, which is the AAB, or the double anemones on front and then a back bird, or sometimes they even use a back beast. And
Okay.
yeah, so the general strat there is for your opponent to split their damages, kasi 'di ba normally you would put
Huh.
like this one,
Wow.
sorry, here, and then this. So if there's a double anemone here,
Mhm.
or let's say you put, yeah, a double anemone here, yung plant mo hindi niya na alam kung na-atake, and sometimes yung extra damage from the plant would seal the damage, and then kapag nag-split yung damage, then the double anemones can just heal up whoever has the lesser HP.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Wow. Okay,
actually
that's
there's AAB lineups in the top 10 even, kasi it works so well.
nice. Wow. Okay. All right. So okay. I mean, I guess we're probably not going to see that much naman in the parang
1
the
to
more
1.
mid,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, middle range, no.
1 to
Pero
2,000 wala.
um yeah, definitely interesting to be able to use the word equidistant when we describe people's positioning. Vincent is asking AXS staking or Ron farming, which is better. Vincent, the correct way to answer this question is we do not know yet. Because
With
the
both.
thing is, well, I mean, yes, of course. I mean, always better to do both if you can.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the thing about AXS staking kasi is alam na natin kung ano yung output niya. Alam na natin yung you can plan around the yield of that because you already know 100% per annum and then every few minutes nag-i-increment yung rewards mo. So nakikita
Yeah.
mo siya in real time eh. The thing
Also, to
about
add on
yung
to that, oh sorry,
yeah,
yung
go.
AXS lang,
Go ahead.
there's a chart available na, and you can also like make
Right.
predictions or assumptions
Yeah.
on how the price movement will be compared to
Mm.
Ron nga. Well, you can continue this one. Ron, wala pa talagang
Yeah.
price. Mm.
Yeah. So yun yung ano there it's almost pointless to ask the question of which is better kasi one of them alam na natin lahat ng possible outcomes niya and the other one we literally know none of the
Pure
outcomes because
speculation.
the
Yep.
most important part of it we don't know which is kung ano yung
It's
market
not
price
traded
niya.
yet. Yep.
Yeah, wala eh. So I wanted to make some estimates about which is better, but it's very hard to make that parang medyo pointless nga puro theoretical yun at the moment eh.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, that does not mean that we are not going to try to make estimates. I mean, we will definitely still try to make estimates, and the way that you do that, if you are in the parang technical analysis side of the crypto world, you look for other crypto that are comparable
Mm-hmm.
to the Ron token. So what is comparable to the Ron token right now? Maybe yung Uniswap na token is comparable
Mm-hmm.
because parang siya din yung pinapanggastos nung exchange, diba? So that's
Yep.
what the Uni token does.
Sushi
Um,
Ren. Yep.
Sushi is exactly the same. Polygon is exactly the same. So we can make some comparables. So pag alam na natin what we're comparing it to, then you can at least get a sense of what the price range of Ronin might be. Unfortunately, uh, Uniswap is about $25 right now per token. And
Mm-hmm.
then yung low end nung comparison natin, which is Matic, Polygon, that's the same thing. That's $2. So anywhere between $2 to $25, that's a very, very large range.
Mm-hmm.
So
But you could also
either
check maybe
yeah.
yung like the first month price movement of those kind of
Mm,
tokens when they were released. How was it?
yeah,
Kasi
yeah,
when it
yeah.
comes out, like it becomes tradable. You don't really want to like sell immediately. You want to
Right.
wait and see on how it's gonna be accepted in the market, if people are gonna buy it or buy into it, and then if yes, you
Right.
want to hold it pa rin, diba?
Yeah. Well, so me naman personally, like I like to hold the tokens that I genuinely believe in. So
Mhm.
regardless of whether maganda yung performance in the first couple of days or weeks, if I believe that the technology is providing something useful to the
Mhm.
community, then I'll usually try to hold it. So the
Buy some
example that
more.
well, yun nga. I mean, assuming, well, wala eh. All of my tokens are kind of in staking pools right now. So wala na akong paggastos eh. But like, very recently, nag-launch yung ENS, which is,
Mhm.
ano siya, parang website domain names, pero pang Ethereum. So,
Oh,
kunwari,
okay.
so you guys probably don't know this, but if investors want to donate to the Crypto Pop Art Guild, they don't actually have to type in the very very long Ethereum address, yung that
Mhm.
starts with 0x blah 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 blah. They
Mhm.
only have to type in artguild.eth, and
Ooh,
yun yung address ng guild. So it looks
parang
really
vanity
nice,
name,
right?
no?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like a vanity name. It's like a website
Mhm.
domain name. So
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
a service called ENS na ito yung ginagawa. So it
Cool.
basically creates these domain names for your crypto wallet. So it works very well for CPAG kasi we want to identify ourselves, and we also want to make sure that our investors know that they are sending money to the correct
Right. Mm.
Ethereum wallet. So in our case, our wallet is just artguild.eth.
Mhm.
Very easy to remember. So
Yep.
meron mga purpose yung mga ganon. And so services like that, I will generally hold those tokens na lang because I kind of think they will always be useful.
Mm-hmm.
So ayun, it's the same thing here. Na ano,
Yep.
oh, there's other questions. Anyway, okay. So these are ano, so questions like this, ano, what tokens do you hold? Hindi na pang CPAG
Axie.
Axie mentoring sessions to eh.
Yeah. More
We'll
financial
get
na
there.
'to. Baka
Yeah, yeah,
ma-financial
yeah, yeah.
advice tayo dito.
So the way that I will answer that question is I am working on another show na ano na separate from CPAG and separate from yung art mentoring and Axie mentoring, stuff like that. It's a more general crypto show, and it's meant for beginners and parang people who are just starting to make their first investments in play to earn or all of these other related tokens. So
Cool.
so we'll get there eventually, pero at the moment I'm not gonna get into that kasi medyo malalim yung question na yan, and there's
Yeah, for sure.
too many points that I'd have to go through. But in the meantime, I hope you guys found this useful and entertaining. Jang is saying na lasing na daw ako. That's not true. I mean, it's kind of true. Whatever. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The show's almost over, so so it's okay. Jang has never actually seen me host a show where I was sober. So anyway, it doesn't completely it doesn't matter as long as I'm not the one playing the actual Axie games. It's fine. It's okay. Okay, so Coach Cody, Axie UK, thank you so much for your time.
Oh,
Coach,
thanks. Mhm.
let people know where they can follow you or support your work or anything like that online. Where should they go?
Well, first is our website. It's axiescholars.co.uk. That's where if you're looking for a scholarship or you want to support our guild and become a sponsor, just check out our website. And then our Discord as well. If someone from the guild is here, kindly again post the invite link for our
Yeah.
Discord channel. We do live stream sessions there, coaching sessions, and also discuss, well, basically everything or anything under the sun, even non-Axie related. So yeah, feel free to join
Yeah.
us and we'll be happy to have you there, guys.
Coach Cody, thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
Axie
Thank you again.
UK, thank you so much for your support of CPAG. We are learning so much from you guys. And honestly, you guys are proof that this community really helps each other. It doesn't matter if we're all in the same guild or not, like we're all
Mm-hmm.
sharing knowledge
Yep.
and raising each other up. No, and I think
Yeah.
that's
Pulling
very
each other.
that is what makes this stuff really worthwhile, in my opinion. So I'm very
Definitely.
glad that you are able to kind of share your time and your knowledge with us. Coach Cody, thank you so much.
Thank you.
CPAG,
Good night, everyone.
um, good night. And yes, okay, fine. All right, I'm a little drunk. Whatever, it's fine. I love you
Night,
guys.
Louis. Thank you, guys. Bye bye.
Okay, okay.